That's right. Doing blast beats today. That's right. We're angry today, so we're doing some heavy music today. That's what's happening. Good morning. Boom, boom, bing, ding. What's going on? What's the music playing? It is Black Dahlia Murder. We are listening to blast beats and in-betweens. That is the title of today's video. Is that Final Fantasy as well? Nah. Trevor Strnad, the singer of this band, recently passed away. So we're having a listen to some Black Dahlia Murder. Total legend in the metal community. Let's get, oh, we gotta listen to Nightbreakers. I just posted a cover of this song on the gram. This is like one of the bands that got me into playing guitar. They're a solid band. Hey Joe, what's up, dude? You excited for Ren Fair tomorrow? Giga Chad James, blast beats and in-betweens. Hell yes. That's what we're here for. Yeah, smoked turkey legs and jousts. How good do you need to be at anatomy? I don't know. What are you trying to do? That's a really specific question to what you're doing. I think I'm gonna add a fold in there. You could be not good at anatomy at all, and you know, you could draw. I don't think the anatomy police ain't gonna come at you. For drawing like me, I don't know. I'm pretty good at anatomy. But you could probably draw like me without as much anatomy knowledge, I think, because a lot of times it comes down to shapes. Do I still practice direct drawing for fun? Not really. I find it more fun to try to focus on storytelling. Like if I'm trying to have fun, I'll sit in like storyboard something, and trying to see myself more as a director than just somebody that draws. Artists for simplifying cloth. Just look at anime. Watch my videos on it. I got a bunch of videos on the subject. in that next shot, it's gonna slash him in the face, and then you're gonna see him like kind of reeling and like a little bit of blood shooting out. Let's go to. Oh yeah. Let's do this. This is a great song to get started for the morning. Ding, 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 ding. Am I going to New York Comic Con? No, I am not. I hate Comic Con. No offense to Comic Con. It's too much. It's too much for me. This band is so fun. They're the best. When designing a character, what route do you prefer? Many start with aesthetic and then build a story. No, I don't really like that approach personally, but I'd rather start with the story of the character first, I think. I don't really like designing characters all that much though. What happened to your ink sketches on Instagram? They're hidden from the world. You can see them if you break into my house. I got rid of them. I want to animate. And I get work through Instagram, so I gotta keep it consistent on the gram. A lot of art directors on the gram, so it's good to just keep it consistent. I wish you luck, buddy. I'm glad that you played guitar. It's the best. Guitar is awesome. Let's get some... What else do we want to hear in here? Yeah, that's a great one too. but yeah, it's blast beats and in-betweens today. It's a metal day. Kim Jung-gi wasn't the only one who passed. Trevor, the vocalist of this band, unfortunately passed. And so we must commemorate. This band was a much bigger influence to me than Kim Jung-gi was. This band was like, was my shit growing up. What's up, Mixter D? Here's where we're at now. We're just cleaning up Kojiro. This guy's such a good metal vocalist, it's ridiculous. It's iconic. Don't sit for a long time to avoid myocardial infarction. Well, I do a lot of exercise, so I think I'm all right. I also don't have diabetes, which is a huge impact on the cardiovascular system. Oh, wait, yeah. I think the scene's gonna be like 30 to 45 seconds. And I'm hiring people for the in-betweens and stuff, so that'll help. How many frames does it have? I don't know. I'm not counting. A lot. What's going on here? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer, that's why. Am I considering working on Baruto? Well, they didn't invite me, so no. If they hire me, then yeah. Yeah, I do make changes during the inking stage, which is something I'm gonna have to fix in the follow-up because I'm hiring inkers. So I'll make sure I get everything done in the tie-down pass first. I'm a guitar. I wonder how much better the inkers can do. I don't think they're going to do any better. This is the final product. These are the final lines that you're looking at. I'm just hiring inkers for another scene, you know? Because it's not just this one scene, it's a whole thingamabob. It's a whole thing. Oh, let's listen to some Gojira. Let's get a little Gojira in here. Glad we got some metal people in the chat. That's what we like. How do I order my folders? Well, within each cell folder, there's lines, the shadows, and the fill color. Wang. Right? Right? Exactly. You get it. You know, I was grinding Guitar Hero back in the day. I actually was really funny was I was playing guitar a lot, like way before Guitar Hero came out, and it totally fucked me up when I started playing Guitar Hero. I was like, I tried to start on medium mode, and I was like, I can't do this. And then I played it on the harder modes, which is actually closer to what the guitar actually does, and then that was a little bit easier. But yeah, I was playing a little bit of Guitar Hero back in the day. We would do band practice, and then we'd do some Guitar Hero after. And then have some StarCraft LAN parties. Those were the days right there. You can't beat that. Gojira is out of this world. They're the best. I got to see them in 2012, I think. Actually, I've seen them twice. I saw them in 2012, though. They played at the basement of Webster Hall. It was right after they were on tour with Lamb of God, but Lamb of God, or Randy Blythe he was indicted for, you know, just killing somebody by accident. So he was stuck in the Czech Republic, I believe. So I saw this like tiny little show, Gojira. It was great. I think I made it into their music video. That's exactly when it was. It's good stuff. Back in my day, you had to actually hang out with your friends to play video games with them. Back in my day. Back when you actually had to have friends to play with your friends. What's a good way of learning music production or music? I don't know. I'm an advocate for you just kind of got to do it, you know? Like pick up an instrument that you like. Pick up or if you don't want to play an instrument, I would actually suggest honestly now if you want to be like if you want to do music and music production, I'd suggest learning a little bit of piano. Cuz most stuff that I'm working on I have the MIDI keyboard, so I do everything through the MIDI keyboard now. And you know, you can just write that way. Nobody wants to hear guitar anymore, which I don't want to hear guitar for the most part also, because it's so annoying. We had like a century of guitar-based music. It's like, all right, we get it. It's time to move on. Okay, we're doing a hard switch. We're doing, speaking of not wanting to hear guitar anymore, we're doing a hard switch. Hard pivot, which is going to make the title not make any sense, but we're doing a hard switch. I guess there's guitar in the song. Little Madonna. Alright, then we gotta do. We gotta hit all the bangers. Y'all find any reason to mention Proco? Yeah. It's okay that I'm playing this. Madonna gave me the rights to play her songs on stream, don't worry. I hit her up this morning. I was like, yo, Madonna, do you mind if I play your songs on stream? And she's like, yeah, it's fine. Go for it, bro. That's what she said. Yeah, they definitely do own all of Madonna's stuff. Deliberate practice, the right way to study. The right way to study is give yourself a fucking thing you want to make and then go and make it. And then you'll learn so much more from that. Actually, I have I know I've been talking about hockey way too much, but I played yesterday. And it's kind of a perfect analogy because, like, I spent a bunch of time going to stick and pucks and doing, some practice. And then I did a 3-on-3 with some people, and it's like, oh shit, now I have to, like, really, really, really use all those fundamentals, and it's completely different. I do know all of those bands and like them, but it's not my go-to. I think Polyphia is the best of those instrumentals just because it's, like, actually interesting to me. No, I don't have a course on audio or anything like that. I gotta get better at it myself, which is part of what I'm using this project for. Best way to learn is don't take any of my classes. Just look at other artists, try to figure out what the fuck's going on. I mean, I guess it really depends on where you're at. Like, I think the better you get at stuff, the less you need instructors. Yeah, and I think it's really down to Polyphia's approach. Like, when you listen to Tim talk about writing, he's like, yeah, I use pop melodies as the main driving force for my guitar riffs, and it's like, yeah, of course it's gonna sound good. That's awesome. That's exactly what you should do. And he deserves all the praise that he gets. He's an amazing guitarist. Love that. I love that for him. Yeah, he's dope as fuck. And he's a sexy motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna do a hockey themed animation at some point. I just don't want to jump around too much because I'm already in the middle of this. Is it okay to do mostly line drawing when studying the figure? It's not okay. Not okay. I'm gonna get really angry. I'm angry. Alright, this song's even better though. You thought that song was good. This song's even better. I feel like everyone's asking for permission for things, you know? You don't need my permission to do a line drawing. Be a boss. Do your fucking line drawings. Don't ask my fucking permission. I'm some idiot on YouTube. Why do you need me to tell you to do a thing that you want to do? Do what you want to do. Yeah, 30 minutes, nobody's asked about AI. It's amazing. It's I did more dabbling with them. I'm a little less afraid now. It has a really hard time. I noticed it. Yeah, it has a really hard time if you don't have like, if you don't do it in the style of an already amazing artist, which is kind of a good thing to know, because then that might force you to be a little bit more original in terms of your stylistic choices. I could see how it could be abused, though. I was even thinking about it. I was like, oh, let me see how backgrounds look with this, like painted up backgrounds. I'm not going to do that for this, but I could definitely see how that could easily just go right into the workflow. Whoa, Mixer D with the $49 donation. Thank you, dude. Right at the climax of the song, too. Any artist recommendations? I don't know your preferences, my guy. You know, it's really super dependent. It's like what kind of music you like. Yo-Yo Shinari is fucking amazing. He's an animator who's incredible. I just have this just for inspiration. Love that. Alright, this is not the Mariah Carey song I want to hear. That's not the one we want to hear. Mixter D has to live in Dubai. That's kind of what I'm thinking. We're gonna listen to the original of this, not the Doja Cat Saweetie version. Still good, but this one's better. Still good, but this one's better. Can't replace Mariah Carey and expect it to be as good. It's fucked up. Don't do it. Mistake. That's generally a mistake. Like, what are you doing? And I love Doja Cat, but you can't be out here replacing Mariah Carey. That's crazy. It's insane. What kind of shit is that? How important do you think a basic knowledge of semiotics, which I have no fucking clue what that is, and psychology for animators and artists? I don't think it's that important. I don't think you're like a school psychologist. I don't think that's important at all. Yeah. I think you're overthinking it, probably. I mean, I definitely just breed an audience of everybody that people that overthink things. That's a crazy question. I love you, but that's a crazy question. You don't need to know any of that. The fuck is semiotics? Just do what is interesting to you. Like, if you're somebody that was already into the study of science, if you were somebody that was already into that, then it makes sense that you would draw on that information. But I think it's better to be genuine to what you actually are into. Like, if you're like the best artists will pull from things that they're genuinely enthusiastic about it. So if you're not somebody that's like into archaeology or something, I don't think it's worth like developing this new thing necessarily. Like, I mean, you even mentioned it yourself. You're like, oh, you should do a hockey animation. It's like, yeah, I would be better at that because I'm genuinely intrigued by that. So think about what is genuinely appealing to you. If you're like always watching documentaries about that and like, you know, studying up on all that stuff because it's fascinating to you, then go for it. I think art is a lot about emphasizing your strengths, finding what you're genuinely interested in. Yeah, I wouldn't just learn something just because you're trying to use it in some way. Now, if you're like genuinely interested in writing characters and that kind of stuff, then go for it. Is it comfortable to animate in Clip Studio versus GB Paint? It took an adjustment, but now I'm fine with it. Keep doing what you do. Well, I will. I hope you feel better. I'm not stopping anytime soon. It's only going to accelerate because I'm hiring some people to help me out. So it's only going to be more. I mean, a hockey / fighting match. I would probably just do something where I'd turn pre-existing hockey players into, like, I would design characters based off them, and then maybe animate a little short thing. I think that would be fun. Clip Studio's got some cool features that I liked better. Like, it's got this really awesome grid tool that I use for most scenes. The layer management is actually better overall, even though it was way more confusing at first, but overall it's better. So that's part of it. I think the drawing tools are better. I think it's easier to, it's like a more intuitive, like as a regular just drawing program, it's more intuitive, so it's good. I'm a fan. But try things out, see what you're comfortable with. There's free trials for everything. I keep saying it. Nobody listens. I keep saying it. I'm like a man on a mountain shouting. I'm yodeling into the distance, and my sheep aren't listening to me. What animation style do you use for your roughs? I don't quantify it really. It's kind of just like all over the place. I don't know how I would describe it, because yeah, sometimes it's a stick figure, sometimes it's like, it's just a mishmash of everything. There's no like okay, so for Taniko's standpoint, like when you're making a YouTube video, you're being like hyper analytic to the point where like you're doing that so that you convey information, and I'm guilty of this as well. But in moment-to-moment animation, it's not like Taniko's like, ah, yes, here I'm going to use the stick figure. It's like, no, you're just like going, you know? And I think that's kind of where you want to be. You want to just like, you want to be grooving. I'm so sorry. Could you say that again? I missed it. I feel like you're joking. You're joking. You're making jokes. We don't like jokes around here. This is a serious group. Yeah, like I get questions sort of like that. Like somebody will say like, what technique do you use to draw heads? And it's like, there's not like a name to it, you know? It's just like, you just kind of go. Yes, I'm glad somebody appreciates the Mariah Carey. That's a good question. Is animation the most fun you've had in art so far? Yes, that's why I do it. I love it. It's so sick. Bro, how do you make a living out of art? How do you keep learning and growing? I teach classes. I do YouTube sponsorships. I have freelance contracts. I have what else? Freelance contracts, classes, videos, ad revenue from YouTube. There's a lot of things. I haven't done it yet, but merch is a thing, like selling books. We'll do that soon. So start selling some sketchbooks. Is YouTube monetization and ad monetization good? Nope. But it is money, so that's cool. What a song. Does coloring help in this stage of animation? It helps separate out shapes. And I mean, this is also the finishing stage of cleanup, so yeah. Yeah, the rectangle's the frame that we're the screen. I've been using Krita for a long time now. Would it be a good change? I have no clue. I've never used Krita. I don't know if it's good, better, Krita. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I keep... You're still not listening to me. I keep saying just try things out and see what you like. Also, I hate talking about softwares. It's like guitarists being like, "What pick do you use?" It's like, I don't fucking care, dude. I'm just use a guitar pick. I hate the software chat. Never a fan of that. How much time did it take me to monetize? It was actually pretty quick, but also there was a different timeline or different requirements when I first started. Thought it was a drawing channel for the longest time, and then it switched to animation. Yeah, I was doing animation in the background a lot, and decided to just go full tilt on animation. Do I have a pick puncher? I don't even know what that is. You know what you guys reminded me of sometimes? Like every time I'm doing a stream, is the... Actually, it just reminds me of people asking Kim Jong-gi what pen he uses, but... Like a hole puncher punches out picks? Oh, that's fun. Alright, what is next? Let's go to Doja Cat. Good way to cut credit cards. Oh, there you go. Has the algorithm and monetization gotten worse? Yeah, it's gotten way worse. It's gotten way worse. There's a reason why Ethan's leaving and a lot of people are leaving. Probably sucks to have to just make roasting your art content 1,000 times. And I'm just not gonna do it. Don't I get copyright claims from these songs? Yeah, usually after the live stream though. And it's also not like a channel violation or anything. It's just they just take the money from the video. And I want to hear Doja Cat, so you can take my money, I don't care. Take my money, I want to hear Doja Cat, you know? How many frames do I finish in a day? I have no clue. I'm more so thinking about it in... I'm just figuring out how long it's going to take me to do this full scene. But it changes depending on what I'm doing. You know, the rough stage is a lot more like creative, and so then that takes its own thing, and I throw stuff out a lot when I'm in the rough stage. 27 YouTube seems like it feels ancient compared to the disaster it is now. Yeah, I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, everything sucks and it should be the way it was. But I definitely did prefer the way it was when I first started. Any chance we can hear... What? Seabat? Who the hell is that? I don't know who that is. Is it something I'd like? Back in the day, yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying not to do. Do I like Loath? Yeah, they're sick. They're great. Not as good as Doja Cat, though. But that's a high bar to set. Seabat is just a meme of a guy playing really shitty songs while... Oh. Well, we're not gonna do that here. Promote me? No. You can't just come in here and ask for promotion. Get the fuck out of here. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Oh, you don't have to time her out of it. It was totally fine. Or you don't have to time them out. No, don't hide them. Here, I'm gonna... Yeah, I can see your chat. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I just think that wasn't a bannable offense. I think they might have just been joking around. Do I like Opeth? Yes, I've seen them actually. I like a lot of music. Although I think Opeth kind of annoys me now just because it's not that I think they're bad. It's more of just like, how many songs am I going to hear about like the mystical woods mother? You know, it's like, okay. It's like the child of the forest and the mystical. Like me and my best friend, we always just make fun of Opeth lyrics because they're so ridiculous. Do I have any projects on the blockchain? No. Ew. Ugh. Is my response to that. Ugh. That's a big ugh. Blockchain is like NFTs, that kind of thing. The disgusted reaction is simply a PR move. Genius. Yeah. Yeah, just out here just cranking out NFTs every day. That's why I picked the slowest art form possible. So that I could make all the money. Because I'm actually a fucking capitalist genius. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, here's how you can see an artist's priorities. If they're making NFTs, they really like making money. If they're a professional, if you're young and if you're like a new artist and you're not making money yet, I actually wouldn't dissuade you from doing NFTs. Like if you're just starting out, you don't have a job in art, go right ahead, make NFTs. I don't care. But if you already have a career as an artist and you're making NFTs, that's like feels like taking advantage to me. But I don't know, when you're in like the marketplace with Gary Vee, Jordan Belfort, and all those people who are like not great people, it doesn't bode well for it. Let me skip this one. Oh yeah, you gotta get into it. How lucrative are NFTs? I actually have no idea. I've never made one, so I don't know. I don't know, like I know a lot of people made money, but then I don't know if they were able to convert it. I don't know what the fuck is going on with NFTs. I just slept on that whole thing. But like, here's a better question. How lucrative are pyramid schemes? It's like, they can be pretty lucrative. But like, I don't do them. Because, I don't want to do that. So like, sometimes you gotta have that like, part of your brain that's like, maybe I shouldn't use my YouTube channel to exploit young children and take their money, you know? I don't know. It's just me. Maybe I'm fucking dick or something, but I don't know. Gary Vee not a great person? No way. He's always telling me how to get rich. Yeah, it's not good people to be in company with, you know? Like if you ever find yourself promoting the same thing that the guy from The Wolf of Wall Street is promoting, you should probably second guess what you're doing a little bit. Or like there should be a moment of pause. my rule is you can make as much money as you want so long as it's your labor that's making the money. So I don't mind promoting like my courses and that kind of shit because like labor went into it. It's not exploiting anybody, I don't think. And if you don't like it, you can get a refund. You know, it's my stance on all of it. And even then, I'm like, maybe kids are too reliant on tutorials, like that kind of thing. But that's where I'm at. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great artists making NFTs. It's just, you know why they're doing it. It's because they like making money. It's fine. Straight ahead or pose to pose? Always pose to pose for the most part, unless it's something like hair or effects. So like, yeah, things like liquids, like water, fire, that kind of stuff. I'll tend to do those straight ahead. I'm generally not like an effects animator, so maybe somebody that's a little bit more qualified in that would have a better concept of it, but yeah, I'm sure there's respectable artists that do NFTs. It's more just for me as somebody, you know, I got a relatively sizable audience here. You don't want to fuck over your audience a lot, I think, or at all. There's a lot of people that want to do that, it seems. So you got to be, you know, even if you go into it in like a totally genuine way, you got to make sure you're not doing damage or harm to anybody. As long as you're willing to spend for it, I guess. What you're talking about with NFTs? Well, I don't think that's really fair, especially if like you convince somebody that it's going to be something that it's not, then it's kind of malicious. Like if somebody buys your NFT under the premise thinking that it's going to be worth something, and then it's not. You know, there's a lot of weird shit that goes on. Like every celebrity and YouTuber did that shit, so. Yeah, I mean, even just having a YouTube audience is like, you can do a lot of damage there because like you've got a lot of young people who are impressionable, people that want to that trust you, and so you know, a lot of people take advantage of that. It's fucked. Sci-fi painter Mobius influenced Japanese animation films. Yeah, of course. I like how you came out here like Wikipedia. You're just like, did you know? Yeah, Mobius is amazing. I would be surprised if he didn't influence many artists that draw in line. Probably a good rule of thumb to never sell something you wouldn't want yourself. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah, I couldn't listen to any more metal. I got a tolerance. It got me hyped up. It did its job. You know, if metal wants me to listen to it, maybe write some fucking catchy choruses like Doja Cat, and I'll listen more. Be catchy. Actually, some metal people try to do that, and then it kind of sounds weird to me because it's like kind of defeats the purpose. Your throat's in a lot of pain. Yeah, go figure that shit out, man. Go get some rest. Go to sleep. Play some video games. Yeah, ginger tea is the move. You know, I didn't give this song a lot of credit at first, or like I didn't give it too much of a listen, and it's actually amazing. I like this song a lot. The "It's hard for me to let you go" line is really good. Here, wait, is it over? Oh yeah, wait, the... Yeah, this part is the best. Oh, that melody's so good. Damn, Doja Cat's so good. Great singer, rapper, she's got it all. Mixer D with another $5. Thank you. I am using the Huion canvas. Oh. I feel like Diane's the only one that's engaging in music chat with me. It's very sad. Will I be sending harsh rejection emails for the Musashi backgrounds, or should... I'm one person, so it really is a lot of work to go through all the emails, so I wouldn't expect a response from me. Just if... I also haven't been checking the email, so I'm going to go over it over the weekend. I could... Maybe I can make an automated response thing, so that way it's a little bit easier. But I did get a lot of applications. Oh, shit. I did get a lot of applications. What's Sakuga? It's like a style of animation where it's like pretty much any scene in anime where they blow all their budget adding a lot of movements. It's like this scene has got a lot of movements to it, so I think it's now just at the point where it's considered Sakuga animation. Compared to like a dialogue scene where it might just be 3 drawings over and over again. Sounds like a war cry. It might be. Do I read manga? A little bit. Not as much as I would like, actually. Manga. Don't give me a hard time about it. Just have Marshall record all the rejections. Yeah, there you go. What's with me and Steven streaming at the same time? Well, we're both in the East Coast. Actually, we're both in the same city. We're both friends. And we just want to make you guys sad by streaming at the same time. No, we're both just like working on personal projects, so we're just streaming. Would love for Marshall to verbally shit on you. I think I'd have a hard time getting him to do that. He doesn't like being very mean. I gotta say, I'm very excited to have cleanup artists on board because I don't want to do this. I want to work on the next shot already. I am ready to move on to the next scene. How many hours I put into this shot? I have no idea. A bit. Put in some time into this shot. Been working on it for like a week and a half. What was the moment where I decided to become an animator? There was like, it was more like a period of time where I was trying to see if I was going to do painting or animation. It's like late 2020, I guess, or like mid 2020. And I just had so much fun with animation that I was like, oh yeah, I gotta do this. It was hard to switch from biochem to art. Well, that was hard just because I had to leave school, and that was embarrassing. It's pretty embarrassing to do. 4 years undergrad, 2 years medical school, and then face your family and people. But I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Facing hard times with it for 2 years now. With switching, or I would just say, you know, if you're in another field and you don't want to do it, you got to remember it's your life, you know. What's the solid line at the bottom of the drawing for? It's just to cut the drawing off so I can use the magic wand tool because it's out of the frame. My rough pass had their feet in it, but there's no sense in like drawing too much. Like you can see in the first few shots, I have his feet in there. And finally I was just like, well, I'm not going to move the camera too much because like I'll draw down here because I got to know where their feet are planted in space. But for the cleanup, I don't need it. More cinematic, be zoomed in. Yeah, I mean, I like, there's going to be a mix of shots, right? So this one is sort of like a medium close. The next one is a wide shot, so he's gonna be like small in the frame. He's gonna be like that big, so you're gonna see his full body. So each type of shot has its own utility or purpose. Wider shots ground you in the scene, give you perspective as to you know, where they are in space. That smear frame goes hard. Oh, the one where he's just like, hey, wait. This one. He's real smeared. Yeah. Yeah, real smeared. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Max. That was like the main goal with this shot. I was like, I want a ton of movement into and out of the camera frame. I was like, I thought that would be a fun dynamic. I mean, that's like a thing you see in anime all the time, but I really wanted to push it on this first shot. I mean, with every shot, you're gonna see things you want to improve. And there's, you know, after watching this fucking thousands of times, there's things I want to change, but I'm not going to. Do I think I'll ever hire storyboards? Not necessarily, because that's the fun part. All right, let's do... Who's next after Doja Cat? Who is next? Well, let's go to... Let's keep it going. Yeah, I like the earlier stages of animation a lot, so I don't think I would... I mean, I might have people on board to help me. How do I plan it out? I write a lot of things out first to, you know what I'm trying to accomplish. I get a lot of reference for shots that I like. And then I had about like 30 shots between, not just this one, but like I've got a reference board of shots that I like. Then I spend a lot of time thumbnailing, a lot of time honestly just imagining it in my head. Me and Cass have the same taste in music. Yeah, it's because we're fucking cool. Said in the least cool way possible. Yeah. I'm going through a phase right now. Maybe Cass is trying to tell you something with these lyrics. You should listen to your wife more, dude. Oh shit, am I drawing on the wrong layer? Oh no. We're good, we're good. You gotta admit it's a great song. And we started off with Black Dahlia Murder, so I made the title make sense. We can go back. I help make the animation grind make sense. Well, first thing is not to think of it as a grind. I gotta change that vernacular. That's my one goal in the art industry, is just tired of people calling it a grind. Like, yeah, it's labor intensive with animation especially, but like, would you rather do this or construction? You know? not that bad. I get not liking certain parts, like cleanup's not that great. But the rest of it's not a bad, or not bad. Will's over there on his Sigma grind set. There's plenty of studios that hire people from other countries. And it's happening a lot more in anime. I was just talking to somebody about getting some work over in the East. He's recommending me for a project, so we'd love to hear it. Love to see it. Oh man, I didn't know Doja Cat's also on the Ariana Grande album. Look at that. I mean, it makes sense. There's just like good artists everywhere, so it makes sense to just take advantage of artists all over. I'm fated to listen to Doja Cat today. Can't help it. I decided to listen to copyrighted music, and so we're going to Doja Cat. She's the bomb. Isn't most of Japan's animation done in South Korea anyway? Yeah, I'm not familiar enough actually. The song's kind of cheesy. I can admit it. I was talking about manifesting. That now I'm losing it, you know. Now you lose me. You know. It took me a moment to realize that's actually how you snap. You put your middle finger. I was like, is that how it works? Do I do any commissions in the industry? Yes. Can you sustain yourself? No, I'm dying. Oh, help. I can't afford food. Send food. Please, help. Help me. I'm so hungry. Yeah, no, I'm in a very fortunate position though because of YouTube teaching. So I kind of just treat it where it's like I make my money elsewhere and then take on jobs that I want to do. That's not the same for everybody. you know, just got to get on that Sigma Gary V grind set that I've been on. So got to just fully tap into hustle culture. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing fine monetarily. But if people decide to stop learning art because of AI, then you know, I got my backup plans. I'm going to be a little league hockey coach. I'll be fine. When's the Top G interview? I would do it just because it's so funny, and I'd bring up the Gumroad thing. I'd have to inquire about that. Actually, he seems like the most annoying person to talk to, honestly. So I might not want to do that. For freelance, how do you set your worth? It's hard, honestly. It's not that easy. I would calculate it based on how much work you think is going to go into it. Then go based on a rough estimate of the hourly wage that you think you're worth. And go from there. I personally, because I'm, like I said, I make most of my money from Gumroad and my courses. I'm willing to do jobs cheaper. John Park Part 2. I don't think I want to do that. Sorry, John. I don't know if you're still tuning in. I've been roasting you a little bit, but when am I getting my Bugatti? I fucking hate cars, so not anytime soon. I was just thinking that as I was driving yesterday. I drove to hockey practice, and I'm like, I've lived for so long without a car that I just don't understand how people like having a car. It's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Y'all are crazy. Am I the real Top G? No, probably not. I don't think anybody looks at me and says, wow, that guy's the Top G. Tips on foreshortening. I can't give a tip on foreshortening. Something that helped me is stop thinking about foreshortening as if it's related to perspective. And I know that, okay, I'll explain what I mean by that. So think about foreshortening just in terms of shapes for a little bit and go, okay, whatever's really close, whatever's close to the camera. And let me demonstrate using my camera for a second. Whatever's close to the camera just gets really big. So you can practice like this, just put something close to the camera and then make sure you get overlap. So overlapping shapes, and you can make whatever object bigger depending on how close it is to the camera. So don't be afraid to like exaggerate how big the thing in front of the camera is. So that's my advice there. And I think it's good advice. And you know what? I stand by it. Yeah, I mean, I think the John Park thing is, your laughing is like, just, you know, he's been on the chat a bunch. Favorite song from this album? 3435. It's the best one, in my opinion. This one's pretty good too, though. Gotta like that minor fourth. Look at us getting music theory nerd on this shit. Little minor fourth going on there. You guys don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. He's the Bill Cosby of concept art. Oh my god. That's pretty funny. That's funny. That's so dark. Oh, come on, it was funny. Lighten up a little bit, it was funny. It was funny. Oh, that's the best part too, when they get the octave thing. You get the low singer. They do that shit in R&B all the time, and it's so good. Do I ever use tweening? No. I've answered that question yesterday. To you. You asked me that yesterday. I said no. You gotta get some Q-tips. Clear out those ears of yours. You're here because you find me cute? That's silly, but thank you. My bad, short-term memory loss. It's all good. You're throwing that in there to make me feel bad. And now I feel bad. It's fucked up. Don't make me feel bad. Don't make me regret my difficult personality. I need AI to help me now with the emotional turmoil that I induced. I want to hit the jewelry store and ball out. I would look so dumb in any form of jewelry. It's just not my thing. These MC Hammer pants look hard to animate. Yeah, I want to do even more cloth, but I'm not going to. Turn on DVR? What do you mean, the playback? You want me to put on playback for the live stream? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're asking for? Are you really coming out here and asking for that? Have I ever created my own character? Yeah, it's on. Go to my Instagram. I got characters on there. I mean, these characters are seriously redesigned. So, This character was like... that's a really bad view, but that's what the character originally looked like. I tweaked the shit out of it. Changed Musashi up a bunch too. Glad you think my solid drawing's on point. Thank you. You got it if you want to animate. Color choices are wild, but inspired that. Those are just the standard Sakuga or standard animation shadow passes. It's not like my design necessarily, or my yeah, trying to fit into the pipeline of Sakuga animation. So that I'm using like the standard shadow colors. Oh, that would be kind of fun. So it won't be the end result. No. Oh, this song's really good too. Yeah, the assigned colors for shadow passes are like skin tone for skin, blue for clothes and stuff. I'm using the green for hair, and I just gave Kojiro purple hair just to, because his hair color underneath is red, so. Is that pipeline present in Western animation? It's not the same. Can you change every frame so it's the same color in Clip Studio? I think you can. I feel like I don't see those kinds of colors from Western artists. No, there's like a very standardized anime practice that I'm like sort of following here. And the purpose of doing that as my first pass, even though I don't necessarily need to, is because I want to be able to show this to employers and be like, yo, I can fit into your pipeline. You just give me that job, bro. You want to be an obvious fit, you know? Got any examples we can look at for the storyboards? I can pull up the thumbnails. I did some animatic stuff, but let me find the here, 1 second. This is for after, but yeah, some thumbnails are pretty rough. So I'll like put my camera movements in there. What's the most boring part of animation? You're watching it. That's why I'm streaming. That's why I hired people to do the rest of the of the video for this, or the rest of the cleanup for the scenes. The fun part is doing the you know, the rough pass, the tie downs, storyboards, that kind of stuff is fun. Hand-drawn motion blur just looks different. That's the difference. It looks very different. Non-hand-drawn motion blur doesn't have a hard edge. Like, you know, like my motion blurs have a hard edge because I'm drawing them in. Paying colorists and comp artists. No, I think I'm gonna do that stuff too. It's not a huge scene, so I don't know if I'll need to do that. I just put a call out on my Discord server. I got some cleanup artists already, but I'm looking for background artists if you want to do, if you're interested. But I might reach out to some of some other people that I know on the gram. How did I get faster at drawing? You just do it more. Goal is freelancing scenes for Eastern Studios? No, that's not my goal. Where do I find the Discord link? That's part of the job. That's part of getting the job, is figuring out where the Discord link might be. It's part of the application process. The main goal is starting my own studio, but I would like to do some freelance for oh wait, you said for, did you say for Eastern Studios? I thought you said for, wait, did I get everything back? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm gonna do some freelance for for Eastern Studios. Holy shit, my brain is not working. God damn, brain has exploded. I am attending Lightbox. But yeah, the long-term goal is do my own projects. Start a studio here in New York. You know? The best city in America. Thought of the studio name? Not yet. Ah, the description. You figured it out. That was part of the it's part of the job application process. I'm glad you found it. You got to show that initiative. I remember you wanted to animate with direct drawing. No, I didn't want to. Somebody in the chat wanted me to. And I told them they're crazy. And you're right, it's definitely not ideal for animation. Oh. Oh. I started 2D animating at the end of 2020, and I've just been going at it. Oh, am I drawing on the... Oh, shit. Hate to do it. Hate to do it. On the wrong layer again. I definitely can't show you the first 2D animation because I don't have it. Pretty sure it was on like an old laptop that I threw out. What's the oldest I got right now? I'm in the middle of something. In the middle of something right now. It's like you don't care about me. You don't care that I'm busy. Daddy, I want to see your old animations right now. That's what you sound like. Was it that bad? Yeah, it was fucking ancient. It was Ancient. Yeah, there's definitely some older animation stuffs on there. You use the word grinding just to grind my gears, and in that, you know what? Now it's funny. Now I appreciate it. But you know what? Yeah, I mean, I didn't feel it was like grinding. I felt like it was fun. Like it's really exciting to see an animation come to fruition. It's fucking cool. It's crazy to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Animation's crazy. Now I'm like putting in the work to make it happen, and it's still like kind of miraculous to me. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? And I like the lighting's cutting in and out because obviously I didn't do the lighting on every layer yet, or every frame yet. It's some miraculous shit. I'm gonna do a mech animation actually. Not yet. I want to finish this, but definitely want to do some mecha animation. Do I find painting more boring? Yes. Otherwise, I'd be painting. Otherwise, I'd be painting. You know what painting doesn't do? Throw fucking swords. Never seen a painting throw a sword. No, Alex. No, we won't be doing that. Not a fan of that. What would I tell 2020 James to do more? Nothing. Just do what you're doing. It's working out. I wouldn't change it. I'm real confident in my approach to learning. Sorry. I would go. Good job, dude. Keep going. You're fucking sick. I would just build up my ego even more. I'd just be like, yo, you're so fucking sick, dude. You're gonna be great one day. That's what I would do. How do I come up with the dynamic poses first? They're just really loose and scribbly. You gotta take my figure drawing class sitting above my head if you want to learn the true secrets of how I pose figures. Talk about it in depth. That's you're gonna tell him he's gonna be top G. Exactly. Maybe I would do... But imagine someone painted my characters. I don't know. That'd be cool, I guess. It's changed a lot from my anatomy tutorials on the tube. That's why you should take my figure drawing class for animation, where I talk at length about how to draw figures. Or if you don't want to fucking pay that money, watch the last YouTube video I put out. That's for free. And talk about it pretty extensively. That's how you draw right there. You just scribble everything. You do get lifetime access to the videos. They're available to download. I mean, I've looked at poses from actual fights. They're not as exciting because I mean, you can exaggerate them to be a little more interesting. That was a good song too. We're back to Doja Cat. Yeah, you pay for it. I'm not gonna make you not have access to it. Bro, have my money. I'm also so confident in it that if you don't like it, you can get a refund and I don't care. It's good shit. How am I supposed to schedule my learning for the figure? I feel really lost and that makes me sad. The problem is there's no schedule. Don't schedule it. Stop. Don't schedule it. Listen to some Black Dahlia murder. Relax. Calm down. It's just drawing. It's not fucking... You're not getting a job at Microsoft. You're just drawing. There doesn't need to be a schedule. Just chill out, have fun. Oh, this is how I relax. This is my relaxing music. Just draw and take my class. Just give me money and everything will be fine. I'm a mathematical guy. I know that's what I'm trying to get you out of. I think someone is having a loud gibberish breakdown in my ear. Exactly. Just make, you know, there's nothing. You could do studies of other artists' animations. That helps. Like, I'll study people's animations at the end of the day once I'm done working on my stuff. No, you don't need to be analytically precise that way. That's what you think you need, but that's not what you need. You need the opposite of that. No, there's intermediates from bouncing ball animations. You can start with walk cycles. No, don't. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Stop with the curriculums. Stop it. Just stop. Stop it. I improve quickly because I'm having fun. So stop. The curriculums just immediately fucking kill your enthusiasm. And I'm not like opposed to learning to be technical. That's clearly not what I'm against. You know what I make my students do in class? I make them scribble all the time and be loose. And relax. Stop overthinking everything. You guys are giving me anxiety. Fuck. I'm getting anxious hearing y'all talk. Anyway, I'm gonna play a bit from my last video I just put out. Because y'all need... You need it. Where is it? Okay.
Sure, we all love super clean line work, but
oh yeah, here's the rough pass.
Process, it's important to start messy and loose and clean up once we've captured the right energy and movement. Once that's nailed down...
Yeah, that's what I'm working on now, right? I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna stream myself watching my own fucking YouTube videos. Anyway, so start super loose.
This video is super
buy my course.
Work, but in the animation process,
let's... Okay, so in this video, I talk about ways to draw. Focus on these first three, or actually the first four. Right? Loose, scribbly, silhouettes, skeletal. Use any combination of them. It doesn't need to be perfect. And just get movement with those. Get comfortable with that shit. Be loose if you got to scribble. Like, you can see these figures are very... I mean, I still have structure in them, but I'm really loose when I'm drawing. That's what you want to do. You want to loosen the fuck up. Calm down. We don't need a curriculum. Modern day James reacts to modern day James. Yeah, perfect. Rough pass is useful when you already mastered anatomy and construction of the figure. Nope. 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 Not true. You're wrong. Nope. Nope. Then epic fight scenes? No, you can start with smaller animations like a dialogue, a head turnaround. Like there's a bunch of things you can do before jumping into it. I did a lot of Sakuga studies from other fight scenes, from other animators' fight scenes. Yeah, I don't know why it's one or the other. There's like just because somebody like Peter Han. Oh no! Oh, we're good. Okay. Just because Peter Han draws immediately with his like final lines, which is great. It is admittedly an amazing skill. That doesn't mean that's the only way to draw. Look at like every comic artist, like every other comic artist that doesn't do that. You know, that's just one person that does that. Oh, I don't want to hear this song. I want to hear. Wait, is it? No. Is it on this album? The problem with this band is every song sounds the same, so I don't know which one is which. Oh, this one's good though. I don't recommend mastering one fundamental and then moving on. I recommend having an idea where you want to go with your art. I mean, it's not the worst idea if you're like, you know, block out chunks of time to focus on one thing. Yeah, I think that's the part I am trying to really advocate for and I don't think is getting through necessarily, which is like you have to try many, many different approaches to drawing, and each one of them has their own drawbacks and benefits. And so, like, you'll hear one person go, "Oh, you have to draw like this, or you got to do this," and it's like, no, you got to do whatever you want, try things out, see what works for you. Like, I'm not making shit up. Like, I've taught thousands of people at this point. You can see the improvement in my work. Like, I'm not making shit up. Not lying to you. What is flattening the sub wait flattening the subject method? Is that where you just think of it in shapes? I don't know. The secret sauce? There's no secret sauce. Just trust yourselves a little bit. Trust yourselves like 1 ounce more than you do. Like, you know, go into it and be like, I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. I think I know what I'm doing. You know? Make mistakes, and then when someone's like, oh yeah, you should try it this way, then do that. Get some balls, be like, I think my way's the right way. and then go for it until you're proven wrong. What do I think of 3D mixed with 2D? I think it's great. So I am the sauce, exactly. There you go. No, I don't really do too much 3D sculpting or anything like, or sculpting. Can I do the animation basics class on paper? I would love that. In fact, if I teach it again, I think I'm gonna go back and do it on paper because that'd be sick. We could do it together if I teach a second version. I mean, I don't make 3D models of my characters, so I don't really think you need it if you've got a turnaround. That would be cool to see you on Proco. I've been on Proco like 1,000 times. Where you been? Been on Proco so many times. I think I've got like 6 or 7 videos on Proco, maybe more. I'm on Proco. I'm on there. Oh, related to teaching a subject. Yeah, but then he's going to take my labor. And I want my labor for my channel. Because I made it. I want my labor. What would I name my own art brand? Modern Day Arts. Of the animation studio, I don't know. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. It's pretty close to being done here. Little last bit of cleanup. And then we'll go back and finish up all the lighting. Do I often take breaks every 5-minute breaks every 25 minutes? Well, I've been animating here since 9:30 and haven't taken a break, so no. So just based on this stream alone, I don't. How do I go about studying other people's animations? Thank you for a good question. I'll break it down in a few ways. If I'm trying to figure out the nuances of the acting and the animation, I'll go frame by frame, figure out their timing charts. If I'm trying to figure out staging and shot composition, I'll do like a storyboard study where I'll do like just an idea of the frames and the cuts. I really try to pinpoint exactly what I'm looking for when I'm doing it. How do I keep my attention span? I don't know. I'm talking to the chat, that helps. I'm cleaning up. Been doing this for a while. Like the way that's flowing. Yeah, I have to say, having the internet has helped me a lot because I feel like AI, where I just like absorb Sakuga animation and just look at it and break it down into every, you know, try to figure out what is it I want to take from different animators. I actually listen to this band when I'm trying to focus because every song is the same. So it's kind of the perfect band to study to, or to animate. That was my discovery when I was in college. I would just listen to this band, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Every song's the same. Feel the same about trap music? Yeah, that makes sense. Also, I don't mean that as a knock of this band. I love this band. I like that every song sounds the same. Keeps me grooving. I've been a metal fan for like 20 years, so it's hard not to. It just relaxes me, kind of. It doesn't make a lot of sense. How do I improve my understanding of shadow contour lines? I mean, I understand the fundamentals of how lighting works, like the perspective in terms of primitive forms. And then I'll give like a quick demo of how it works. Don't say I didn't teach you anything in this whole chat, you know, and I'm teaching you something. Let's get the right Black Dahlia Murder song on though. Nah, that's not the right one. Or wait a minute. We're gonna change the band. But we'll keep it in a similar vein. Okay, so here's the general gist of how lighting works. Break it down into a primitive. Identify your light source, so in this case, light's coming from the right. Figure out where your terminator line is, that's the hard part, is figuring out how those terminator lines work. You know, figuring out how to map these. You should look at Scott Robertson's How to Render for that. But then what I do is I have this primary shape, and then I chop interesting shapes into that. So now I've got that. There's a little bit more nuance going on in like the hair. I'll show you another thing that happens. Okay, let's say we've got. Is this on screen? But oh yeah, it is on screen. Okay, good. Ball, and then a cylinder. How much money do you get with your Project City course? Please. Why? Why do you want to know? What are you, the IRS? Get the fuck out of here. Why do you want to know? Tell me. What are you, the fucking IRS? Jesus. Curiosity. Ever work with Ethan Becker? Yeah, I mean, we're working together on the Project City thing, so I've helped them out a little bit setting that all up. Okay, so I'm not going to go into why this happens, but you can see when you light a ball on top of a cylinder like this, we get this kind of like a stereotypical lightning bolt shape almost, because the shadow jumps like this. Looks like a beautiful dick on my screen. Yeah, there we go. I'm glad that anytime you see a cylinder, you just assume penis. That's definitely more telling about you than anybody else. Definitely more telling about you. Anyway, so we get this shadow jump that occurs, and you can see I'm doing that all over the place. Let's go to, yeah, right here. Self-report. Okay, so this arm. That's where that light's coming from. That's where that shape is coming from. So it's a very common thing that you'll see all over anatomy. So takes a little bit of time to get used to incorporating that. Bro, I don't give a shit about Procreate. Who cares? I'm talking about art fundamentals. We're not talking about Procreate. Get out of here with Procreate. Talking about like important shit. Talking about lighting, actually good details that you can use in your drawing. Get out of here with Procreate. Dick shading? Yeah.